Hello, everyone. This is Micoy back at it again, and joining me is, as always, is
PokeArt2004
again, and today we're going to be ranking TLT 5 power rankings. Now, this is determined based on past performances plus overall skill as they grinded the room cycles from cycles 1 to cycle 4. And we're just basically seeing how we think of these players. Now, of course, disclaimer: personal opinion for both of us. It's just our own opinion. So, and if you wanna do your own tier list, I'll leave the link to the tier list itself in the description. Or if you're watching it on Smallgun, I'll do a separate link that will link you to basically create your own. It'll be fun, right?
Yeah, if you want to waste some time doing that.
I think everyone in Tor's room wants to waste their time doing this, so.
Oh, I don't think so.
Anyway, let's start off TLT power rankings. Starting off with Ainscrad, also known as Boyne.
Or Ash's Remain Fallen, or Ash's Tears. There's a lot of them, actually.
Now, Boyne, of course, we've known Boyne for a long time. He's competed in a past BLT and is a regular in TPP, which...
Did you say past BLT? You actually meant BLT, right?
No,
Not
yeah.
BLT?
No, BLT, because he was 2019 BLT. He was part of the Stuffles, if you remember. He was their doubles player.
Was this his first TLT then?
I'm pretty sure this is his first TLT. So we know Boyne, of course. He's an experienced Ubers player, past doubles player back in BLT, and now qualified in cycle 4. So what do you think?
What do you think? This is your tier list. I should be second to give my opinion.
Okay, fine. I honestly think Boyne, he definitely can play well when given the right support, and knowing his support, especially in Ubers, thanks to Ice Master and most of the Absols, Boyne can definitely bring it, and he can match well with some of the top players. I don't think he's gonna go far in the actual tournament itself. I think he's gonna go like immediately losers bracket, but he'll go if he.
What makes you say that? Who's he facing first?
Well, I can't really reveal that because it's not finalized yet. But expect someone good. I think it's someone good out of these 32. So we'll see.
We got some not good people in here as well. You don't know.
I don't know. Well, we'll see. But in any case, Boyne, I will rank him in a B tier because he's definitely better than some of the grinders, but against the top people, I don't think. I think he'll hold a candle. It's just that outclassed is probably a good example of it.
B seems fair. I might have said B or C.
Okay. So you're gonna put him in B tier too?
I don't know. I might have said C.
Okay. Alright.
Got Ubers going for him, but I don't think Boyne's terribly strong in anything else. Not that I know of, at least.
Oh yeah, he's also competed in the Puchianas for BLT for you guys.
Yeah, I don't remember his record. Was it?
I think it was
I don't think he went positive.
I think it was neutral. I think it was neutral or something. I don't know.
No, Lodi went neutral.
Oh, right.
Wait, am I confusing tours or?
No, I think it was tours. No, tours, definitely tours, because he didn't compete in TLT. No, TPP. Sorry. Anyway, let's move on to Ars 9. This should be no question. S rank.
Charlotte went neutral, so I don't think Boyne did that. But okay, Arsenine.
Arsenine, S rank, easily S rank. Like this is.
You think so?
He's a heavy favorite amongst the 32. Arsenine definitely has one of the strongest chances of winning. He's definitely one of the favorites, and he's very versatile. He can play almost any tier except doubles, but any other tier he can do really well.
Oh, you think he can't play doubles?
No, I don't think. Have you seen him play doubles?
He could well.
Have you seen him play doubles?
2 TLTs ago, Micoy.
Did he?
He beat me in doubles.
Did he? Huh. Oh no, TLT. Oh no, TLT USA. TLT USA.
Yeah, that was 2 TLTs ago.
Oh. Yeah. TLT. Yeah, TLT's. TLT 4, yeah. That was last TLT.
Yeah. No, I said it was 2 TLTs ago.
Yeah, okay. So yeah,
the first time I competed in TLT, I faced Arsenine there.
Okay, right. Okay, right.
I think.
That wasn't your first. That was your second. Oh. Yeah.
Does this make my 4th TLT?
You competed since TLT 2.
2, 3, 4. Yeah, wow.
You're definitely the veteran here. Anyway, Arsenine, like we said, experienced player, would not rank. If you rank Arsenine lower than a A, that is questionable. So.
I guess S is understandable. I was initially thinking A. Because A for Arsenine.
Yeah, Normie,
okay, no,
the North shit.
But like, Arsenine, I think as a player, I think there are definitely better people in the pool. However, his team choices are usually pretty strong.
Yeah, definitely. Like in preview, Arsenine can build. Especially.
Yeah, you see, Arsenine isn't really the type to make power plays. He mostly, from what I see, he mostly uses like similar types of teams. And like usually really solid builds. Like he excels in the teams he brings.
Oh, definitely, and that's why.
So these other people might make like power plays.
Definitely. Arsenine very consistent in terms of match play and skill, and he's done well in the past TLT. So let's see where he goes. I'm expecting him to be at least semis, and I don't want to jinx it, but yeah, semis.
Unless I happen to get matched with him again.
Please don't. Are we gonna get Arsenine versus PokeArt 3?
Me 3 times.
3.
I swear to God.
The trilogy. Next up, Excelsior, the number 1 seed. Definitely the most points grinded.
Number 1 seed.
He's
How many points did he get to get that seed? Oh
349. If I photographic.
Wait, how many? What?
349 or 249 photographic memory. But yeah, definitely some sort of pride.
Okay, you said 349.
I don't know.
I got scared.
I don't know if it was 349 or 249. I don't know. Well,
I don't think it was 349. I don't think anyone's quite gotten that high since Mal Moonsault.
Well, true. And also, we don't set a lot of tiers. Anyway, Excelsior, definitely like another dark horse contender for TLT. Like he's done well in the past. Of course, if you remember that 7-0 streak he did in BLT when he was part of the Rufflets.
Yeah, that was now over a year ago though.
So yeah.
He's still good in LC?
He still got it. He still got it in LC. Like but he's definitely showing his signs of aging, and he's definitely gonna be washed up just a little bit. What? He's definitely showing his age. He's a grandpa. Anyway.
I want to talk.
Anyway. Shut up. Anyway. So Excelsior. Definitely another versatile opponent, but I would describe him as a poor man's Arsenine and being like, he's definitely versatile in a lot of tiers, but not as exceptional as like the GOATs, the favorites.
What tiers is he good in? All I know is
UU?
LC and UU.
Yeah, UU, LC, probably another lower tiers. Some other lower tier that I don't really recall.
He strikes me as a potential PU guy.
You think so?
I have no idea. That it's just.
Well, we'll see about that when
if it's only LC and UU, then
Well, we'll definitely see if. So Excelsior definitely a good player, but I don't think he will make it far in TLT. So I'm gonna see C rank.
Oof. Okay.
There's.
Wait, you're ranking him below Boyne?
Okay, no.
I think Excelsior at least deserves to be above Boyne.
No.
Or at least on equal level. I think.
Nah, equal level. Nah, equal level is fine. B is perfectly sorted.
I put Excelsior B, and I think I would have put Boyne C.
Okay. We're definitely like some opinions on this. We're definitely disagreeing on that. But here's one player we can't disagree on. Balor. What do you think?
A.
I
said A.
A rank? Okay, that's fair. I definitely put Balor as an A rank as well. Balor, experienced player, experienced tours. Mainstay.
Good singles player, especially good in OU.
Especially good in OU, but I will say, even in OU, where you would think that it's his strongest tier, he's not. He can't fit in the pool of like Starreal, Trade, Gray. He can't really fit in that pool. They're definitely better players, but Balor can still.
At his best, he can probably compete well with them at least.
Yeah, he definitely.
And don't forget Crying among those. Crying is.
Crying
really
definitely.
OU.
But yeah, Balor. He can't really compete with those goats, but if he tries his hardest, maybe he can go toe to toe. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Alright, sorry about that. So yeah, Balor A rank. So we'll see if he goes far. I don't expect it, but maybe quarters.
I don't know any other tiers Balor does apart from OU.
Well, nah. Only OU. I can only see him as OU.
And then there's Phantom, who claims that he can do well in NU, but I've legit never seen him.
Hot take by Phantom Sticks there in his own tier list.
Maybe he knows something we don't.
Yeah.
Or he thinks something we don't.
Or maybe he's just biased.
Maybe he's just delusional.
Whoa. That's too deep. Anyway, next up, Blymax. KFC Cheesa.
You say Blymax?
What is it, Blymax? Is it actually correct?
I say Blimax or Blimax.
I say Blymax. I've always called it Blymax.
Blimey.
Blimey, call Blymax.
You're British.
You are very British, and as a Brit, anyway, S rank.
I don't have British blood in me.
S rank, Blymax. Definitely one of the favorites, but I can't see him winning. Like, again, if he matches up against like Arsenine or Trade, I don't think he's gonna win. But
yeah, true. He's definitely good in. What tiers is he good again? Like OU and Ubers, right?
OU, Ubers. He can also do NU from what I've seen. UU from what I've seen. Yeah.
Really?
He's definitely a catching up on versatility, but yeah, his only main strong suits are OU and Ubers. So we'll see. So we'll see.
You're still S tier though.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. Alright. Alright. Next up, Tech Thieves. So, Crunchman, definitely doubles goat. We've seen him compete before. BLT and TPPY show that he's definitely very good at doubles.
Yes, we're all aware that he's basically the only doubles main in the entire thing.
Well, I wouldn't really say about that, considering you were in the pool, so yeah. But
I'm not a doubles main.
No. Okay. So Crunch.
I don't really main a tier. Maybe NU. Okay. My best tier.
Okay. We'll talk about more of you when we get to it, but definitely Crunchman can hold his own in singles tiers as well, aside from doubles.
Somewhat.
Only somewhat. We did see him play OU in TPP, but not really holding up there. But in here, it may be easier for him to get in.
I honestly think, well, doubles is obviously his strong suit. What does he really have going for him apart from that? I don't. Apart from. No, is OU his strongest singles tier?
Maybe. Maybe, I guess. But you can also pretty much do lower tiers, if in case.
Interesting.
Interesting. Very interesting. So, what do you think we should put him here?
B.
B? You think B?
Yeah. He's got one strong tier, and he's kind of made to decent in most of the others.
Okay, that's fair.
So B.
So B it is. Next up is Crying. That's a definite S.
Oh yeah.
Definite S. S. Another fan favorite. Definitely a lot. Again, very versatile. Can do OU, can do UU, can do Ubers, can do doubles, can do pretty much every tier. Like, Crying's definitely like the GOAT.
Yeah, Crying is overall a very solid singles player.
Definitely. You can't just see Crying fail. I think Crying's gonna go very far in this tour. Probably even win.
I kind of doubt that.
Really? Nah? Yeah.
I doubt Crying would win the entire thing, at least.
Okay.
I don't doubt them going far.
Okay, we'll just see what happens. Next up, Danny.
A?
A? Alright. I would have put him in B. Honestly. Because, yes, Danny can do NU, but I don't see him as good as a Balor or a Crying in terms of versatility. Like...
You haven't seen Danny do really well in, like, RU and PU?
I've seen him Rune Tours, definitely. In Rune Tours, definitely against, like, the weaker opponents, but in terms of, like, quarters and semis...
So you don't so you're not so you're just going to forget the whole knocking Luthier out of the official?
Well, yeah.
The last official?
Well, yeah, I was gonna make note of that. So Danny did knock off Luthier so the defending champion of TLT isn't even gonna qualify. He's just mainly a sub. So
also, I played versus Danny during one of the officials during those days.
Yeah.
I'd say they're relatively solid in PU.
Okay, fair enough.
And I've seen them do quite well in RU as well. Like,
yeah, he's definitely vouching for RU a lot.
RU, PU, they seem pretty good.
So anything lower tiers, Danny can do well, except for LZ.
I've never seen Danny play LC, so yeah, I would not know.
So and you can
Overall, Danny is a pretty decent singles player.
Okay, so
I've seen them dabble in other tiers as well.
So you've convinced me that Danny belongs in the A tier. Very, very solid. Alright, sorry about that. I had to take care of some stuff. I've been getting interrupted a lot. Anyway, next up, Elfuzon. Now,
yes.
You don't. So you don't know as much about Elfuzon, right? He did top the leaderboard in Cycle 1, but
I know a bit about him thanks to Gio.
Okay, so Elfuzon
who
now
had considered him to be a teammate for the ghosting tour.
Yeah, that unfortunately did not pass, but Elfuzon is a ROA mainstay, and he's competed.
Oh.
And okay. Yeah, I've researched his Smogon profile. He does a lot of ROA stuff. He also does a lot of main tier stuff, like UU especially.
Yeah, I hear from Gio he's competed in a lot of seasonals.
Yeah, definitely, and
he's actually done somewhat well in a fair amount of them, from what I hear.
Yeah, seasonals are definitely his strong suit, and I will say that he's had, and out of the newbies, Elfuzon seems to be like one of the most potential, has one of the potentials to make it. So, what do you think? I don't think though he's gonna go far.
I haven't seen him play. Like, hardly. Have you?
I've seen him in room tours, and I've dabbled a bit in room tours during Cycle 1, to get to know who are the players. So Elfuzon, not bad, definitely potential, but I don't know if he's gonna go far. We'll just have to wait and see what happens.
So what do you rank him since you've actually seen him play?
I think a C. Oof. This is I don't know. It just seems.
I was gonna say B because
really?
All that seasonal experience, and from what I hear, he's done relatively well in quite a few of them, and like Steve was telling me a lot about the things he's done.
Really?
And I think all that stuff might be worth like a B.
Okay. I can definitely understand that.
You can ask Gia for more details if you want. She seemed to have done her research, because I was like, okay, but why do you want Elfuzon to be on our ghosting tour team? Well, you see.
Proceeds to give like thousands of records and achievements, which is solid. Very, very good. Okay, so Elfuzon definitely watch out for some of the newcomers. They could be deadly. You never know. Anyway.
Next one's Kate Dolly.
Segueing into that, we got Failbear21, one of the grinders of this tour. Tied for most in Cycle 3, which has 3 people who topped it. So
wow.
You can definitely see the potential of Failbear. Like, yes, he does stall. He does stall a lot, especially in lower tiers like NUPU.
Oh yeah.
But he quite knows stall well, and whenever he stalls well. And the fact that he's been able to go toe to toe with some of the greats shows to me that Phil Arbor could have also some real potential. Proceeds to get knocked out round 1, but we'll see about that.
Wow.
So Failbear, definitely another guy with lots of potential. We'll see what happens. So I'm gonna put them in B tier. No, that's
okay.
That's proper.
I'm just saying he's gonna need to bring a little more than stall if he doesn't want to get counter teamed a lot.
Just ask Sturreal.
No.
Okay, no.
Don't ask Sturreal. He'll give you more stall. We're talking about Micoy.
200 turns. Let's do it. 500 turns. Let's do it. All right.
No. I've
Let's
had
do another Frizzle
1,000 turn battle before Micoy. I know. Don't want it.
I know. Frizzle Eva versus Blimmax flashbacks. Was it the one with 700 turns?
700?
Remember? Or 640. 640 turns.
Is that the one where people were starting to make bets on what turn it would end?
I think so. And then you won that bet, right? Because you guessed 6
And I remember
forward.
the exact number. It was 610.
610. 610. Right. Anyway, sidetrack aside, let's get back to the reality. Frostpixel is next. Another late Cycle 4 entry. Now,
right.
Frostpixel is he's a doubles player. Like we have known that, but when I saw Crunchman's power rankings, I was surprised that Frostpixel was so highly rated. Maybe it's just me not seeing them a whole lot, but Frostpixel can definitely go in doubles. Like, he's one of the...
Apparently, they had the highest amount of points in Cycle 4 for doubles.
That's true. Very good. That's very good for you, Frostpixel. But in terms of the others, like, going up against, if potentially he can go up against, like, Crunchman or Ainscrat or Crying, he's gonna falter. That's not gonna be well.
Why are you listing Boyne?
Because, Boyne has done doubles. Like, he may have some leftover experience in doubles.
I feel that was a weird choice when Crying is also here.
I know. But, yeah. So Frostpixel, definitely another guy with a lot of potential. He can do also single tiers averagely, but doubles is clearly the strong suit. So I'm going to put Frostpixel at a C. Not just because he's a new...
That is fair.
Not just because he's a newcomer, but yeah.
I feel maybe some others would have put him at D even.
Oof. That's way too harsh. Yeah, he's a newcomer, but he's definitely got some potential, people. Look out for Frostpixel. We'll see. Next up is Gray.
Oh boy.
You know where you're ranking him.
What are you thinking?
S easily. I mean, come on. It's Gray, people.
I'm so scared.
Come on, it's Gray, people. You know him. You've seen him for a long time. You know his experience from
That's
BLT.
why I'm scared.
You know his experience from BLT. He's done a lot of different tiers. He's definitely one of the most versatile players. Definitely a fan favorite to win the tour. Gray, you're top of the list.
I don't know about that, but I'm scared.
Okay, we're just...
Why'd I have to get him week 1?
Shh. Spoilers!
What?
Spoilers!
I said.
We don't know that yet. We finalize it.
I'm pretty sure we do. I didn't tie with anyone.
We'll see about that. We're just making final adjustments. I mean, who knows? Maybe you will get Gray. I don't know. But yeah, Gray number 1. Next up, Halaman95. Now you know him. PokeArt.
Yeah, he's actually been around for a few years.
He's been around since TLT 3. BLT 6, yes. TLT 3, not so much, I don't think. But, gonna have to recheck that. But Halaman doesn't really strike... Well, nowadays he doesn't really strike me as a TLT winner, but back in the day, like, he can actually be pretty solid.
Back in the day, he was actually decent.
He was solid.
He was actually pretty good in some tiers.
Especially in Gen 7 OU and Gen 7 LC. Like, Halaman95, definitely a fan.
Definitely good in there.
But nowadays he's washed. He's washed.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Halaman, definitely a wash and definitely a D rank. Sorry, Halaman, but you maybe
I was
go...
actually thinking the same thing, though. But will the next one go even lower?
LCAP KD. Let's talk about LCAP. The luckiest mother in the history of Tour's Room. LCAP historically has done bad. Just gonna say that outright. Historically done really bad. Yeah, he won a previous BLT, yes. But in terms of singles tours, he's always gonna be the one who always falters round 1. I know he made playoffs last year, but he's typically the first one out.
We all know what happened last year.
Yep.
Dear God.
He knocked out Maki with that. H.O.
With freaking cheese.
El Cap was the original. Welcome to.
Did he get like 2 buys or something?
He did. He got 2 buys after losing twice. And then.
Oh my lord.
And then he beat Maki with that cheese.
Folks, if he didn't get. He got 2 buys. If he didn't get one of those, he might have not actually made it.
Out. He would be out, and definitely he's gonna be out round 1. That's just the nature of these things.
But this is double elimination.
Yeah, and he's gonna be round 1 again. So, El Cap, one of the least likely players to win TLT. Now what do I want to put him? D or F? This is the true debate. Not how good the player is. Yeah, El Cap mindset here, but not exactly the one here. So D or F, which is fair. Yeah, D. Yeah, D. I can't bring myself to put him in F. So.
I probably
could. Of course you would. Of course you would. If you've seen him around in Tor's chat, like, you know the joke that is the meme El Cap. So, yeah. Next up is Lucas Joel 1, another player we don't really know of. He's a grinder. Another one of those grinders from room tours.
Lucas Joel 1 is literally just a tours reg name that I see around sometimes, and due to my good memory, I just remember it existing. I don't know anything else.
Yeah, he definitely lucky to get into TLT, which is great. Yeah, always. Like, I love to see new people join TLT, but unfortunately, one of the weakest players in the pool, one of the weakest names we see here. So this is going into F.
Oh. Wait, what do we even know about him though? How does he play? Come on,
okay. I've competed against him in room tours, but he's not exactly.
Did you
Yeah,
win?
I've won more times than I've lost. I can definitely catch.
You're not that great yourself, so that's saying something.
Whoa, harsh but true. Yeah.
Well, you gotta improve a little.
I know. I'm aware that I need to improve, but yeah. Lucas Joel, definitely F territory. We'll see what happens. Like, you never know. He could be probably the surprise semifinalist, like we've previously encountered with guys like Team Charm. But yeah.
Don't remind me of Team Charm.
Anyway.
We all miss him.
We all miss him. We all miss you, Team Charm.
Reduced to atoms.
Somewhere in space. Somewhere in space.
No.
No? Okay, fine. No. Alright. Next up, APW. Mal Moonsault. Alright, Mal Moonsault. Alright, the biggest grinder since 2020 has been grinding a lot of room tours.
Yep.
So Mal, very, very well respected now, but very well respected tours veteran. Has competed in a lot of things, in BLT, TLT, and TPP. So you can definitely see improvement coming from him.
Mal is like the one person who kept topping the leaderboard, and like every time you see it, you're just like, man, again?
Yep. You didn't earn those 3,721 points for nothing.
And then like most of the tours regs or newbies would be like, Man, he's so cool.
He is cool. Don't worry, he's a chill person to talk to, but yeah.
Well, yes, but like...
You look up to him.
If
People look up to him. Yep. If our positions matter, if our staffing positions matter in terms of cycle leaderboard, he's definitely RO. He would be definitely RO by that point. Anyway, what?
He'd be like global admin.
It's true. It's true. It's true. Let's see. Mao definitely improved since the year previous. Definitely made playoffs last year, so we know he's good. What would we rank him now?
True.
I would rank him at.
Didn't he have at least one bye?
He did it. Did he? I thought he competed in all 5.
Maple?
Oh, poor Dougie. Poor Dougsa. I really wanted to see him fall. But yeah.
He just stopped pretty damn quickly.
Yeah. He really tried. But Mal, definitely A rank.
What? No, he didn't. He stopped. I just said that.
Oh, yeah. But, yeah, Mal, A rank. That's a pretty respectable, like, tier placement for Mal, right?
I guess so. I was kind of considering to be on par with Failber.
Okay, fair enough. But because they're both grinders. Just because they're both grinders, aren't they?
Yes. Only except Mal would be global admin. If ranks were if staff ranks were based on that.
Yep. If only staff ranks were based on leaderboard. It's true. Next up is Miminger21.
Yes.
Yeah, Miminger21, definitely a player to beat. Another outsider, mostly from Smogon, but he has done a lot of Smogon stuff, and he's actually quite recognizable. LC Swiss and doubles. Right? He's done a lot in LC and doubles. Other tiers, he may do pretty okay. He's okay. Not as good, not as bad, but he's definitely okay. Another fan favorite. Out of the newcomers, he's definitely the most potential player. So this, combined with his Smogon success, I would put him in B. Honestly.
We're gonna have a lot of people in B tier by the end of this, I guess.
Yeah, true. But you know, I think this is so far very spread out. Like, yeah, B is 5 people, but there's still like potential out there. Next up is Mushamu, Desem.
Wait, going back to Miminger a bit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, guy definitely caused plenty of problems for me during qualifying.
LC officials.
I had to face him quite a bit, and I actually lost.
LC officials. It really stick out to you.
Yeah, I mostly lost in LC, I think.
Next up, Desem.
Oh boy.
Out of the goats that we've seen, I would actually pick Desem to be my dark horse favorite to win the whole damn thing.
Understandable. So S tier.
S tier. Easily S tier.
The guy's good in a lot of tiers, and Monotype is one of the tiers this year, right?
Yep.
Oh dear.
Hello, Desem. Hello, Mono RO Desem.
Oh dear God.
Well,
we have an actual supreme Monotype man here.
Very, very good. I'd say a very good performance. I expect good performances from Desem.
Also good in just about every other tier as well.
Same. Every other tier, like, Desem's one of the most notable, versatile people.
Tiers, I believe he's really good in that. What about the higher tiers, though.
He's played UU in BLT, he's played RU in BLT, he's played Mono in BLT, he's played PU in BLT. All the lower tiers.
He's probably fine in NU too.
Yeah. I would say so, yeah.
What about, like, OU and Ubers, though?
Well, yeah, that's probably his weakest, but yeah. Most of the lower tiers,
well, he's probably fine. He's probably fine in
yeah,
like OU, but
for weakest for Decem, it's still good.
LC though.
If you want to talk about the odd man out, the odd tier out, it's probably LC. But in any tier other, if people can manage to lock LC against Decem, that's definitely possible. But he's gonna have to learn, and looking at it, he's probably gonna win. Because he's just that damn good.
So S tier.
S tier Decem. Alright. Next up is Ninja. The old stalwart.
A tier?
Yeah, A tier. I can definitely see him like going far, but not as far as like a Decem or a Blimax. So yeah, Ninja very, very experienced. Did pretty well for himself in NU into BLT.
In lower tiers for the most part,
especially in NU and BLT. Like him and Snow Janiri are the top two in that pool, so I would think it would carry over here. Especially.
Yes, and is Ninja good in any other tiers?
OU. I was gonna bring up OU. He's also pretty solid in LC.
Doubles, right?
Yeah, he does play doubles, but he's also pretty good at LC. So.
Really? Are you sure you're not thinking of his dog? Ninja Dog?
Ninja Dog! My boy! Maybe Ninja and Ninja Dog are the same person. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Alright. Yeah, Ninja, very well respected player, very deserving of an A tier. Next up is not.
So you're sure Ninja's the one good. So you're sure Ninja's good in LC and you're not thinking of his dog, right?
Yes. I would think Ninja is just as good as Ninja Dog in LC. So, yeah.
Oh, I don't know about that.
I don't know. That's just opinion. That's just my opinion. Anyway, not in Hacker. You faced him a lot during Cycle 4.
Yes. And I faced him last TLT as well.
Mm-hmm. It was 2-2, and you two had probably one of the closest games of that 2-2 bracket. That NU game especially, so close.
Huh?
Remember?
Excuse me?
Don't you remember?
We didn't. I don't think we played NU. I think you're thinking of my series versus Arsenine.
Was it? No, Arsenine was PU. It came down to PU.
I'm pretty sure Not in Hacker and I played LC.
Yeah.
RU.
Oh, you locked RU. Okay. Right, you locked RU. No, it was. I think it was NU, and you definitely had one of the closest matches in that series. It really would have gone either way, but not a hacker. Definitely a good player. Great to see him back, of course, after being almost out of contention from Cycle 4. But yeah, very well deserving to get this spot, and I would rank him in a B. I think it's a B tier. Yeah, I would.
I was kind of thinking more C-ish.
C? Well...
Maybe B because, versatility?
Yeah.
Maybe?
Yeah, I would say yeah. Because he's also good at doubles, from what I've heard.
Also, I want to see my win post, versus him from last TLT, just to see what tiers we played. I know we played RU and LC. I don't think the other tier was NU.
We'll see.
Pretty sure it wasn't.
We'll see. We'll have to recheck later. All right.
Yeah, I'll be rechecking while you rank.
All right. Next up, Pokemon says door PCD. Don't mind the fact that it says Pokemon say. Pokemons. PCD, another old timer, has been competing since TLT 1. It's been 5 years since he's competing.
My God.
So yeah, PCD, definitely a good player, definitely versatile, but is it the cult of the new? Has age caught up to him? That is the big question from Cycle 1. And, alright, PCD, definitely a great player. So, very versatile, very, very accurate. What I would rank him? What do you think? A or B? I'm split on two. PCD.
What? You're cutting out for me.
Oh, sorry. What happened here? Is it lagging?
What? No, just.
Oh, okay. So, where would you rank him? A or B?
B, I think.
Okay, that seems fair. Yeah. I don't think he's as good as.
It's been a while since I've seen them play.
Definitely not as good as like Ninja or Danny for now, but B seems respectable. B seems wholly respectable. All right. While you check out your replay against Not an Hacker, now it's time for me to talk about you, PokeArt2004.
Oh
man. Okay, I've said this before and I'll say it again. When put under pressure, PokeArt definitely brings it. Like, her tier choice, sometimes can be well balanced. I would say you're more well rounded than some of these players, but definitely NU and definitely doubles is your strongest suit. So you're definitely a lot better than some of the people that we have left, but I'm gonna question how are you gonna go far in this bracket. So I would put you at a low B. Like that seems good to me. Now this isn't me being biased, but yeah, just from what I've seen, B is definitely the way to go for you. All right. Next up, Richard Pepper, the goat, the mana goat.
OMG, Richard.
Oh my God, Richard
Hero
Pepper.
of the Poochianos.
Went undefeated. No, not undefeated. 7-1 in BLT. But in other tiers, he can definitely prove somewhat good in some other tiers, but not as much. So Richard, good player, great at mono, decent everywhere else. So I would say C is the perfect ranking for him. Prove me wrong, Richard. Just prove me wrong. Next up is Ron 5.
Wait, what did you say you ranked Richard?
C. I give him a C. Definitely good.
I guess that's fair.
Next up is Ron 5. Biggest success story coming out of 2021. From relatively unknown to somewhat known around the Plaza community, and then the jump to BLT, where he started gaining wins, and then finally TPP, was part of the dominant Absol posters, and now a TLT qualifier. Ron, I would say Ron has a really good potential somewhere down the line, but for now, I would say that Ron needs improvement. Ron definitely has the tools to be a good player, especially in Ubers, especially in some of the lower tiers. Like he's good, he's decent, but with a few touches and major improvements, he can definitely be a good player. So I would say that Ron would go into a low C. I would say.
I would have probably put him in D, but okay.
Yeah, I have faith in Ron. Like he will do well. Not just not
also,
just not today.
I told you, me and Not and Hacker never played.
What? What did you play?
The third tier was UU. I knew it. I knew it was either like OU or UU.
Damn. Okay.
I couldn't totally remember.
Well, no, I don't remember you.
I knew.
I don't remember you playing an OU. UU, yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, I mostly went for lower tiers in that year.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And you did well. Good. Good job. Good job for you. Ooh. Okay, now that I remember some things about the non-hackers, spoiler alert, it was UU, not NU, like what I previously said.
Yeah, I was like almost certain I did not play NU versus non-hacker.
Okay. Alright, next up, Siphicon. Definitely a player with up and down momentum. Like one year he'll do pretty well, and then the next year he'll come crashing down and be average. So yeah, up and down player, someone with mixed potential. I can see them going far, but for this year, I think he's gonna struggle, especially with the top right here being so high. He'll definitely fit in with the pool, but I can't see them going far. But I will say that their potential has impressed me enough to give them an A rank.
Really? I might have said B.
Really? I don't know. That's too low for him. Someone like Siphicon.
I thought it was fitting. I mean, isn't B like the same tier as Mal, Moonsalt, and Failbur?
Mal is in A tier. Failbur is in B tier. Also semifinalist in TPP with the Bounce Suites this year. So again, good momentum for him.
Are you forgetting Sci-Fi went very
negative?
In that tier?
Please don't remind him. Please don't remind him. That was weird.
Of course, that's not really a show of how they do in main tiers at all, because those tiers are all wacky.
Whack. Next up is Skimmy the God.
For me, it's a Skimmy the G.
Skimmy the G. Uber's
and I
main.
feel that works.
Well, again, I'm really struggling with the way the power ranking system in this one. So yeah, don't mind that. I'll fix it in the next one. So, Skimmy the God. I've heard that he's an Indian Ubers player. And
a what an Ubers player?
An Indian Ubers player.
Oh wait, I thought you said like NU and Ubers, and like, but then I'm like, I don't know, that doesn't sound like NU, but why do you feel the need to say he's Indian though?
Because that's what people told me. So
Okay.
So Skimmy the God is an Ubers player. He's competed in Ubers World Cup, which is interesting.
Oh.
So
did he do well in that?
I've seen a lot of win posts from him, so does that count?
Oh.
Interesting. So yeah, Skimmy the God.
Have you seen anything else?
Not a whole lot. Other than that.
How was he in room tours?
In room tours, again, I have the mentality of him being a grinder, but Skimmy the God has potential, but not as good as say a Miminger or or Elfuzon. So I will put him. I will put Skibby the God in C, because he can do well in Ubers, but not everything else.
I was honestly thinking C or D based on my experiences with him.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Like you've met him before. I remember you met him before. So
I've faced him a few times in room tours. I think. Yeah.
Yeah. So
didn't really strike me at all.
Okay.
Being super good.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Next up is Sturreal.
Now segueing into someone who is good though.
S tier for Sturreal.
Okay, I get it. You're a Sturreal simp.
Sturreal simp. But yeah, Sturreal we've known for a long time. Very versatile. Can do almost any tier. And again, another favorite. He was runner-up last year in TLT.
Yeah, unfortunately, that was a very anticlimactic final.
What a boring series to end last.
Kick his ass.
What a boring series to end TLT last year. It's like the Nat situation from 2 years ago.
Charm versus Luthier.
Ooh, again? Again?
Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
Maybe we'll see him at a future TLT. So we'll see whether we'll see. We'll see if Sturreal can finally get his win that was robbed of him last year.
Also, Micoy. Simp. Starts with S.
Yep, Sturreal simpin starts with an S. S tier. Next up is Toad. Now you had trouble with Toad as well during your cycle days.
Yes.
Toad is interesting. Like, he's never really the player.
Very mixed player in my opinion.
He's never really the type of player who strikes me as good.
I've seen him do kind of poorly in some tiers.
Yeah, he can play well in some tiers, but very poorly in others.
Well in some others.
So, very
However,
mixed bag.
He doesn't have a super strong tier.
So we are putting a Toad at. I think. Okay. Do I want to put him in C? Because that's kind of mean. Let's do him in a low B. A pretty low B.
I was thinking C.
Okay. Oh wow. I was debating whether B or C, but yeah, B makes more sense because the experience that he's gained from cycles and knowing the players who have already competed or qualified in TLT. Definitely another choice there. Next up is Trade.
S.
Okay. A very controversial opinion in here. Let's see. I definitely do think
S.
Yeah. Very controversial take on Trade. Yes, I'm putting him in an S, but Trade, I think he's washed. I think Trade is very versatile, very good at certain tiers, but he's not at that peak Trade level anymore. He's not at that peak Trade. Next up, Trade, very important player, a very versatile player. He's not that peak Trade like I've seen him before, but definitely a good player. I would love to see him do well in, of course, the S. Oh, sorry. I would love to see her do well in certain tiers. She'll definitely go far. I would say I'm predicting semis, if not that, loser semis. So yeah, Trade.
Okay.
So yeah, definitely a less controversial. Now sounding it now, it's just less controversial, but yeah, that's just my opinion. So anyway, next up is Udon Girl. Another new contender from BLT. It was definitely done well, like in NU especially. Udon Girls definitely done well. He's a good player, A very good player. Definitely definitely not as good as some people would think, because the mentality of these.
You say good player, but
yeah, mentality wise, from grinding room tours, like you could definitely just see the potential he has, but not as much potential as I was hoping to. So I'm gonna put them at a low C because that
their team choices could use a little work.
Yeah. Playing wise, definitely good.
You remember the time in BLT? I think it was when they faced Cheese 555.
Oh yeah. Like the team choice there was.
Do you remember the team?
It was something whack. It was gimmicky.
I'm pretty sure literally every mon had a choice item.
Right. That was funny. Okay.
And you lost.
You couldn't say that was funny. I mean, Cheese was close to choking.
It was so funny. Because Cheese played as though that wasn't the case.
Yeah, Cheese. I mean, he came close to choking that game. It was really funny, but good for Cheese for coming back.
And the fact that literally none of the mons even had speed investment.
Very. That's right. All the mons were slow. That was really funny. So yeah, Udon Girl.
Udon didn't build that team, right?
I don't think so.
Okay, good.
If he did, like, I would have real questions. I would have put her in F, but no, not today. Not today. Next up is Wesh Papillon. Pap.
Wesh Papillon.
Pap is an LC main. We've known this before. There's also a Rand's main. If you're
Pap.
Pap.
Like with a pop sound.
Like that?
Yeah. Like why are you doing this?
I don't know. Word sidetrack. Papillon. LC had a lot of potential from LC back in BLT. Also a lot of potential from TPP, as we saw the Rands game and the Stab game that he had with TNM. Remember?
Yeah, but that has literally nothing to do with TLT.
We're just noting.
Apart from OU, that actually does have something to do with TLT.
Yeah, but you can see that Wesh's consistency in play is definitely solid. It's just that, against the big boys, he's very 50-50. Like, he beat some of the he beat some of the GOATs in BLT, right? Serene Grace?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he beat Serene Grace before, so...
A tier?
Sure. A tier. Like, I would love to see more of Pap. I don't think he's gonna go far, but yeah. But yeah, in terms of like pre-TLT, Pap is A tier. Last but not least, Zakua. Is there even any doubt?
No, I get the feeling I know what you're about to say.
Zakua only played Ubers and is a grinder in terms of room tours, but genuinely, like, against everyone out of the 31 people, he cannot win. He just can't. Sure, he may have gotten lucky with like hacks or something or a good matchup, but in any other case, Zakua is definitely the worst player in this pool, and whoever gets him round one, you better beat him. Whoever gets him in round one, like, you better just make it an interesting series, okay? Just make it an interesting series.
I do hope you weren't about to say, I hope you're ready for a free win.
Ooh. Harsh.
You weren't about... No, I was not...
I know.
To say that word.
I'm not. Nope. You bet. Good. No, of course not. I have faith in all these people. like for making.
It's not like I think he's good either, but like you just outright called him the worst tier.
Nah, ooh. I mean, we'll see. We'll see. If he does end up winning, though, I'll be majorly surprised. But yeah. Anyway, I think that
I feel F tier is sufficient.
So there you go, people. That's all 32 of our TLT players, all them ranked from not from best to worst, but these are generally the tiers that we think are the most suited for each of them. There's definitely a lot more people that are considered good to great, but most of the A S tier, I can see them all winning. Definitely. A tier, yeah, dark horses, but I can see them all winning too. And it goes lower from here. Like B tier, the best they can do is semis. C tier, quarters, and then D and F like round.
You really have this all organized, don't you?
It's true. That's the point of the tier lists, PokeArt. So yeah, if you want to play, if you disagree with our opinions on some of these people, let us know down in the comments below.
Oh, they're bound to disagree.
Oh yeah, oh definitely. Knowing the tours community, we all have different opinions, and we would like to fight it to the death.
Most of all, I think Zoku will disagree.
Ooh. Anyway, I've leaving the link to the TLT Power Rankings in the description or on Smogon. There is already a separate link notifying you who who do you think will be ranked. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that concludes this video. You want to say anything else, PokeArt?
S stands for simp because it's all the players that are worth simping for. That's just how good they
are. We better not turn this into a harem.
No, Micoy, that's not how it works.
Fine. I don't know anything.
That's not... Yeah, I don't know.
Anyway, make sure to like this video, leave a comment, subscribe if you want more great content.
Turn on the notification bell.
Turn on the notification bell so you can get all my videos. Yeah, and all that jazz. Anyway, this has been Make It in Cinco, signing out.
This video is sponsored by